Hello everyone, welcome to the Wednesday preview. James Broadhurst with you, and joining me is Hayden King. How are you, Hayden?
I'm very well, James. I'm bringing the energy today, so
Good.
we're in for a big show.
I hope so. We've got a big weekend of chasing ahead of us, highlighted by the Dawesville Cup at Mandurah on Friday night. Before we get into that field, let's go back, Hayden, have a look at the fastest qualifier in Blockchain here, who was off the chain, bursting to the front from box 2 and putting this one to bed pretty early here. Goes on to win this one in 27.47. He actually ran a touch quicker than that in a free-to-all over the 490 the week prior, but this run was pretty impressive. It was his first win since May. Can you believe that? And he finished 6 lengths ahead of Gracie Lou. Let's go ahead and have a look at the field then. And Blockchain has box 6 here. From box 3, we've got Mick Flash, your dog. Another impressive win from him in the heats there. And what about Manassas here out of the Lemon? Another heat winner, but maybe gets a little bit forgotten in this field. What are your thoughts on this one, Hayden?
Yeah, he could get caught in the wash-up a bit there from box number 5, but yeah, I do think Mick Flash and Blockchain probably are the two off their heats. Mick Flash, we saw him begin really well and he charged straight to the front, and from there it was completely over after about 10 metres. I was actually sitting at Gloucester Park. I was having dinner with a couple of people, and as soon as he led, I said, oh, this will win by 10 lengths. He just hacked up, really. And the other, as we spoke about, heat-winning fast time was at the hands of Blockchain, who was able to score comprehensively. He got his own way out in front there. He certainly does his best work when he can find the lure and really chase that arm. So they probably look the big two. Manassas ran pretty good time as well. Aside from those, I think I'd be a bit surprised if any of them won. They need a bit of luck and a bit of misfortune for those top 2-3 to fall in their path, I think, for them to play a part in the finish. So an interesting race. Who have you gone with?
It is an interesting race. Look, I don't know if Blockchain can repeat that dose from the wider draw, so probably leaning towards Mick Flash in this one.
Mick Flash is a bit more versatile. He can sort of do it from behind, and even if he gets into a bit of trouble, he knows how to work out of that scenario. So yeah, I'll go Mick.
You have to. You're a big Mick Flash fan, so you got to be on board. All right, looks like we're both heading towards Mick Flash. Not that I don't think we won't see a decent run here from Flamboyant Lad, one of the other heat winners here. Of course, picked up his first win in WA in the heats last week. He's in the kennels of trainer Ian Murray, who trains down there in Hall's Head. Got a small kennel training down in Hall's Head. Yeah. Flamboyant Lad, of course, formerly from Victoria, been with Ian Murray for the past month or so. He reckons the dog's a barker, has been waking him up early in the morning, but pretty happy with this addition to the kennel. And I spoke to Ian, and here's what he had to say about Flamboyant Lad.
He's not a world beater, but he's a very honest dog. No matter where he is in the field, nothing passes him. He doesn't like getting passed by anything. So if he's sitting second or third, no fourth dog's going to come over the top of him. He won't give it up. I think he likes it to be 1 or 2 off the fence all the way around. So it doesn't matter where he draws, as long as he gets a clear break at him in the first couple of strides, he pushes forward. And he's only had 29 starts now, so he's won 9 races. Some of the times in Victoria were pretty flash, over the 390 and 450s and stuff. So we've got a lot to look forward to. I think he's a bit outclassed in the final. There's some good dogs in there and fast. Like, I've got to find 7 lengths. Have you got 7 lengths there, buddy? You can send it to me if you like.
I'd love to if I could. I think that might be playing favourite. So potentially a little bit of a tough ask for him in this final. So who do you think are the main dangers here?
Oh, the thing that ran 46 or 48, I think it's drawn on the inside of me, so I'm hoping it makes the race for me and carts me across.
Yep.
So, Blockchain or something it's called.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty smart dog. I mean, to run that time, that's pretty quick. I expect him to improve probably 3 lengths. So, I mean, that might put me in the firing line for a drum.
Well, some people have the rooster crowing. He has. The dog's barking.
He certainly does. Right, we move on to the meeting at Cannington on Saturday night, Hayden, and we've got the dart final over the 275-metre journey. Yes.
That's 60. Another 60.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
You are good at darts.
180!
Let's hope you're as good at predicting the winner as you are at playing darts. Let's have a look at the field here. Hayden, and look, the huge news coming out of the heats on Monday was Henry Keeping had a run of 9 straight wins broken by Payakaroon. Is this the biggest upset since Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson? Maybe not, but it was still a pretty big upset. Let's have a look at the run. Henry Keeping in red jumps to the front as he always does, so it must be over. Right? Wrong. Here comes Payakaroon in the lemon. He charges up on the outside, and then when they swing, he is full of running and mows down Henry Keeping for the win. Can Henry Keeping rebound in this final, or are you looking somewhere else in this race? We've got Fawn Roller in 1, a good performer over this journey, and I think you were saying off air, Hayden, you didn't mind Payakaroon from out wide here in box 8.
I think it's the perfect draw for Payakaroon because he needed that little bit of luck there early last start to get through the pack, and he got it, charged up, shot to the front, too good. Box number 8 gives him that exact opportunity again, and he doesn't have to worry about working through them because he's outside of everything already, and he can just descend down the outside, and he's going to be really, really hard to beat. Fawn Roller gets box number 1, which really helps his cause. Can he hold out Henry Keeping early? Maybe. It'll be interesting between the two. So, and a perplexing race, but I think Payakaroon, courtesy of box number 8, is really going to be the testing material.
By the way, those 9 wins from Henry Keeping all came at Northam, so the change to Cannington. Look, we'll see. Interesting race, this one. Don't blink, you will miss it over the 275-metre journey. Hey, another race I thought we might be interested in having a look at on Saturday, Hayden, was race 2. This is the novice over the 520-metre journey.
There's just one thing I wanted to ask you, James.
Yes?
What's the longest winning streak you've seen?
9 to be up there. Gee whiz.
I remember Oriental Owen won 9, I think, in a row,
Yes.
and then I called him here and he fluffed his line, so maybe I was the reason that he broke
You
his streak.
jinxed him.
Yeah.
Not many win 10 in a row, do they?
No.
How many did Sunset
hard to find a perfect 10,
Spitfire?
James.
Sunset. Well,
Right.
you're looking at a couple right here, but that's in another thing. Sunset Spitfire had a really good winning sequence. Was that 9 or 10?
I
think?
don't know. If you know,
Yes,
leave it in the comments.
Comments below. We'd like to know, but there must be one that's gone 10 and above, surely.
Oh yeah, there'd be heaps, but it's no mean feat by any stretch. But someone will know and they'll inform us.
They will indeed. All right, let's have a look at this race. Race 2, Saturday night, the novice. Thought it was an interesting one to have a look at some up-and-coming types here, but there's maybe one dog which is potentially a standout here. We've got Pancake Manelli here. Box 1 ran 29.86 to win her maiden 3 back. Hasn't been able to repeat that yet, but does get the pole for the first time here. Rip and Grace break through for her maiden win in her last attempt. Big improvement, broke 30 seconds and won by a big margin. Ether Manelli has placed in 7 of 11 starts since winning his maiden. Lupini Manelli was of course the Young Stars runner-up and then did the most Lupini Manelli thing and didn't follow up in the next race. He's got box 8 here, but all eyes I think, likely to be on Kenya exclusive here. He's now 2 from 2, 30.06 in his maiden, and then 29.86 last week. He's also really quick early. Could be something. This is a very similar field to what he had last week, but obviously a little bit trickier this time round from the Lemon. What are your thoughts?
I think he deserves favouritism, Kenya exclusive, and he's got that really good early pace behind him we've seen in those 2 runs, which has helped his cause. He was probably fortunate to get away with that debut win. There was another dog up on the outside who lost concentration late in the piece, but last start was a professional outfit out in front, 29.86, and he did a good job there. But he has to maintain that early speed he's shown. Otherwise, he could get into a bit of trouble from box number 5. Crucially, his 2 runs have been from box number 1. Goes to box number 5 now. So if there are any chinks in his armour through those early sections, then he could be in a bit of trouble, because it is a very capable lineup. Aside from him, I think it is a very open race. I'm not sure who's going to win if it's not him. But he will have to be right on his game. I can see a few things that could go awry. So Kenya Exclusive deserves favouritism,
Right.
but I can just see a few things going wrong.
There's a few potential flies in the ointment in this field. No, I 100% agree with you on that, Hayden. Hey, you know, Christmas is not just coming, Hayden, it's here. And the reason I know that it's here is because on Friday night... Mariah Carey, she's come out of the Christmas cave, has she? She started singing, along with, who's the other guy? Bublé, yeah. He's coming out as well. Get involved, because on Friday night at Mandurah, Chase's Restaurant has the Christmas buffet, and of course we're running our Christmas buffet both at Mandurah and Cannington. Check our website for all the details. We are racing tonight at Cannington, 11 race program kicking off at 6:42. Hayden, what's your best bet?
I'm going 111.
Right.
Race 11, number 1, Dozer can browse.
Okay.
I think he can press up, do the business to lead here, and there doesn't look much pressure to his outside early, so I think he can do enough to hold up, and from there he's going to be pretty hard to beat. Race 11, number 1, Dozer can browse.
All right. I'm heading towards race 4, number 1, Kenya Mia. Third time lucky, I hope, from box 1 here. Ran a sub 32nd in her quali trial, but hasn't been able to repeat that in the 2 races she's had so far. But tonight, she's got the pole again. She's got a vacant box on her outside. I'm hoping that means she'll get a clear run to the lead, and we'll just go on and win this one. So race 4, number 1 for me, Kenya Mia. Hayden, that is the show. Thank you for your company once again. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next week on the preview.
What's your favourite Michael Bublé song?
None.
None.
What's your favourite Michael Bublé?
Haven't met you yet, because it's symbolic of my love life.
I just haven't met you yet. Yeah, okay. No, I guess that song's alright, yeah. It'll happen, mate, don't worry.
We'll make it work so we can work together. And I promise you, yeah, I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet.